And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name's Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
And we just want to say thank you guys so much, especially the patrons out there, our producer tier patrons in particular, who donate at that producer tier and help us create a better show for everybody before the Christmas season. Let's all give them a nice Christmas round of applause. Rachel, do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us who the names of our producer tier patrons are?
I would love to. We would like to say a special thank you to Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Ario Teabaggin, Breakmeister, Monique Walker, Rebecca, and Orient_Tiger.
Eggnog for everybody. Because I hate it. Eggnog is fucking gross. But I know a lot of people who really do like it. They really like it. I know a girl in particular who really likes eggnog. Like, just loves that shit. And I'm just like, it's gross.
Eggnog
It's like,
always has it always smells like paste to me. Like it has a gluey smell.
it looks so gross to me.
Yeah.
There's something about it. I don't know. I'm not Rocky. I don't want to drink my eggs. I don't even know. I wouldn't, if you gave me $1,000 to make successful eggnog, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm like, these ingredients wouldn't make something that gross if I mixed them together. I'd need to add some other foul chemical to make it gross like that. But I know a lot of people really like it.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that fucking pumpkin spice isn't actually pumpkin?
Oh, it's not?
No, there's spices that go into pumpkin flavored things.
Uh-huh.
The other things, not the pumpkin itself, but other things. That's the spice. So it's like cinnamon and fucking what, I don't know, whatever, nutmeg. And that's the spice.
Oh, so they don't include like
Maybe they do.
a little bit of pureed pumpkin in it or something?
Maybe. I don't know. Not a pumpkin spicer.
I don't know.
You know? I don't know. I'm not a huge pumpkin spicerist. But what I was instructed by a white girl in the public. She told me that it is not pumpkin. It is the spices that are added to pumpkin. And so now I've learned something. This is the first thing I've learned from a person out and about in the world in a very long time. I'm not going to say that it's super valuable. I'm not going to say it's like Googling fucking the warp drive or LBKR drive or any of that stuff. It's not entertaining to me in that way, but I did learn something. So I think it's important that I point out that out the exterior world outside of Google and search engines, they can teach you things sometimes.
Yes.
Be they pedantic and irrelevant. But I did learn something, so that's a positive.
That's good.
Hey!
What?
Did you know that Live Pro Wrestling comes to Augusta on Saturday, January 4th as Pro Wrestling BUSHIDO celebrates their 2-year anniversary? In the main event, former WWE and ECW superstar Tommy Dreamer teams with Matt Sells to take on the Gymnasty Boys. Also on the card, a huge battle royale as well as the Boozerweight Classic, featuring the ultra-popular Savannah Evans and Augusta's own Shug D. Tickets start at just $8. Purchase them online at Livewireaugusta.ga or at the door the day of the show. For more information, call 803-522-2768. And you got to check that show out. It is awesome. Wrestlers jumping off ropes, greased up people that is elbowing each other and hitting each other with tables and coming out to music that you remember from back in the 90s. Woo! It's good stuff. Anyway, Rachel.
Yes.
Is there a topic that you want to talk about? Just think about something. What did you see earlier today?
Painted minis all day today.
Oh. That's so sad.
It's not sad. I had a good time.
This is like one of those commercials with like the sad dogs.
I had a good time.
For the cost of $4.99, the cost of a simple pewter mini, you can save the lives of an hermit nerd near you. Citadel Paints would like to produce. They'd like to help us support our local nerds.
Citadel,
Cool.
if you would like to sponsor me, I will absolutely appear in a sad commercial.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
No, but I finished my commission, and then I prepped some other minis to be painted, and then I started painting a mini that I had prepped like a week or two ago.
They're like, they haven't seen the sun in 2 weeks. Their skins tanned by the radiant ambient blue glow off the PS4 home screen. But you're doing mini commissions now.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
How's that going?
I'm really happy with it. I feel like I definitely pushed myself with like some of the techniques that I haven't done before, but I wanted to try it and make it look really good. Whereas
I saw the two that you did recently, and they look really good.
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry, I try to match your tone sometimes. And it just doesn't. It sounds ridiculous coming out of me. Tell us about your minis, Rachel. Tell how the painting doing.
But I don't think this is really rant worthy. I bought some new shades at the game store the other day.
New shades, like cool glasses?
No.
Or you mean like nerd shades, like paint for
like-
your miniatures?
That's exactly what I mean.
What a nerd. What a nerd. I mean, it's sort of ridiculous me calling you a nerd,
A little bit.
considering I've ranted about Star Trek and we're on a D&D podcast.
That's true.
So, sort of ridiculous.
Mhm.
I need something to be mad at. Give me something to be mad at, Rachel. Tell me something.
Were you mad about anything today?
I haven't been awake that long.
Oh.
Give me a second. Let me hop on Facebook for 2 seconds. This will not take long.
Mhm.
I got it. Okay. Okay, guys. Here's my my rant for this week.
Mhm.
I just went on Facebook to look at something to be upset about so that I could make a rant, and at the very, very top of it, it says your app is up to date. Stop updating anything, Facebook. Stop it. Stop updating anything. Every time an app updates, it
Mhm.
fucks everything up.
Yes.
Everything up, right? Like, I get that there's probably some like incongruity in the fucking digital code that is bothering you. You don't like it. You focus tested whether or not people like the rounded edges on Messenger, whether they like squares. Who the fuck cares? I would prefer the grossest UI of all time with a working application, right? Every time they update Facebook, it fucks everything up for everybody, right? Okay, check this shit out. Every time I go to share something on Facebook, I have to go between both a tablet, a computer, and my phone. All 3 devices, because I can't share to groups from my tablet. I can share to groups from the PC, but
Mhm.
I can't share to my own wall from either the PC or the tablet. I can only do that from phone. Okay, so I have to go on the tablet to share the thing to our Freelance Heroism page, right?
Mhm.
Now, I want to share that to 4 Rounds Comics and to my personal page. That's what I'm going to do because try to get the viewership, right?
Right.
I can share from there to 4 Rounds Comics, but I cannot share to my phone or to my personal page. So I have to go to my phone to
Mhm.
share to my personal page,
Mhm.
right? But from my phone, I can't pin to top a page.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Huh. So I have to go to the tablet again and go into the desktop mode of the PC version of Windows 10 on my tablet so that I can go into that and pin it to the top of my page. But
Mhm.
then Twitter doesn't work necessarily well with my tablet, and it starts to fucking throw the cursor from left to right all the time. So then I have to go back to my phone.
Ugh.
It's, guys, at one point before you were updating, this worked. I could be on my phone and do everything. Or I could be on the tablet and do everything. Wherever I was, I could do it. Right?
Mhm.
And then you fixed it. Right? You know what the word fix means? It means to make things better that were broken. Not the other way around. You've unfixed it. Every time they update something, it makes me more and more furious. Did you know I didn't know how to find my own photos on my Facebook page for like 2 months? I had no fucking clue. There was like, for like 2 months, there was like this feature on Facebook where you'd go to your page, right? And there's normally a little area that says photos that you can click on. And luckily it's back now. But for a minute, photos was just gone. It just wasn't on there. So in order to get to it, you had to go into the More tab, then go down through all of your fucking profile activities, and then click on a photo and then side scroll to get to your photo. Solid. Thanks for updating, Facebook, you piece of shit. They want a currency. Did you hear?
No.
Okay. They want to create a Facebook currency called Libra, right?
What?
A cryptocurrency backed by Facebook. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god, no.
No. There's no fucking way Facebook should have money. Oh, it's bad enough that they limit your post to a certain number of viewability fucking metrics before you have to pay them to share it out, which is why anytime we post something that you guys share and it gets to a person that's on your friend list that isn't on ours, that is worth $1 billion. Well, not $1 billion, probably like $9.99. It's worth money though. So when you share something, you're donating essentially, right? Please do that. Please share to groups that we don't see normally, because for me to get to one of those people, I have to pay Facebook a shit ton of money to expand our circle.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Facebook is such an asshole. They're like, would you like to pay blah, blah, blah to reach 576 new people? I'm like, no, bitch, this is Facebook. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They put this little cone over top of you, right? So you can only echo within your little cone. And if you want to echo larger, they'll sell you a bigger cone. Fuck. Break the cone, people. Help us break this cone. Very upset.
Yes. Well,
And every time they update it makes it worse. Sorry.
how about we go to this week's episode before you call for people to do anything else to Facebook? This is episode 90, Divine Spirit Fingers.
I'm just upset. It's not just them, it's every app. All these apps. Just fucking every time they update Instagram. It's like update Instagram. It's like, they're getting rid of likes on Instagram. What the fuck is Instagram without likes? What is it?
So here's where we left off.
Something about chickens.
Look at how many hit points I have. Okay.
Have you ever opened a pig farm?
I did not.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We
I'm gonna add a chicken coop to the cabin.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude, you already have one. It's called Cabin Full of Kids.
Oh yeah.
He's over there making
Plenty of
reeboks.
stuff to do. That's right. That's
Picking
right.
mushrooms and shit.
Last game, Kavir got turned into a bunny.
Yep.
Yeah.
A cute, fluffy one.
We had the bunny professional.
Mhm.
You three took out the storm mage. You guys took out the hunter.
Yes.
You guys left Esmeralda holding Ludo for the moment.
Mhm.
We have no idea what happened to that in the town.
Strahd got away. The spider's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Spider's
spider
dead.
Oh hell yeah.
And Strahd got away,
Mhm.
leaving behind items.
Yes.
Yeah, did we go through all that stuff? I think that's where
No.
we stopped it.
Yeah, we stopped right before you guys were about to go through everything.
Mhm.
That's right. Loot! Let's loot stuff.
Loot us up, D-Walk.
I wanted to grab that little horse figurine because Strahd never took an action to pick it back up.
True.
So
Obsidian Steed.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, you have the fog up. You can hear the water in the lake splash from the wind. The town is quiet now. It's like Ravenloft quiet. Straw's disappeared. You guys can't, you don't hear his laughing anymore. Can't even pick him out of the fog. And you guys find before you the two dead bodies plus the black helm with the ruby eyes that Strahd left behind, as well as the ebony horse that Adri picks up.
I want to look at that damn gun. All the
Um,
guns.
That's fine. You walk over to the hunter's body. He has 4 pistols and a musket on him, a leather coat, a journal.
Does the leather coat fit me?
As a human, yes.
All right.
If you were to shift, no. You would rip it.
Oh, we don't want that then.
Hulk jacket.
No, is it like a nice leather coat? Yeah.
It is magical.
Oh, well, okay.
You do, when you pick it up, you do feel an arcane touch to it, and you do feel it's lighter than it should be. It's lighter, but there's a thickness to the jacket.
So yeah, I get that little tingling in my nether region when I get like touch magic. That kind of thing.
Yeah, your spider sense goes off about magic with the jacket.
Oh yeah. All right. So it's thick but light. Okay, I'm gonna kind of fiddle around, see if there's like any kind of openings or zippers or pockets.
You do. You find a garrote in one pocket. You find a bag of bearings in another, bag of powder in one.
This guy gets it. He gets it.
Now, you mean powder?
You also find
like
a set
powder
of
or black
vials.
powder?
It's a different kind of powder. The powder, it's almost like a flower.
All right.
It's power flower.
One would assume you could use it to mark a doorway to see if someone's been through, or mark a region to see if things have been tampered. You also see a set of vials.
All right. I'm going to examine them a little more closely then.
They're all yellow.
Do you think it's urine?
Like sulfur?
Yeah, it might be urine in order to like draw animals or track animals.
Mhm.
So like
The professional is
well,
right. They are different animals' urine.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I recognize any of them?
By smell, possibly.
Well, yeah,
By
I'll smell
taste.
them.
You gotta tell them by
I'll
taste.
smell them.
What you do
I
is
don't
you take your pinky and your cocaine nail and you dip it in and
Yeah,
try it.
Yep.
I got the coconut.
This is Freddy's urine. I'd know it anyway.
You could assume that he most likely, the fact that none of them are marked, but you can tell that they are different.
Yeah.
That he kept a certain set in there and he had it memorized which ones are which.
Okay.
You
All
can,
right.
you can tell if
What
you hold them
about?
up to the light and shake them, the bubbles will give them away. Dead giveaway. Frothy urine belongs to lowland animals.
The pistols and musket. Sorry.
That's almost as good as rim lipping. The pisticles.
So what?
He said pistols. He said, but he emphasized piss so hard. And then he tried to change the word and it got to testicle. He went pistol.
That was beautiful. Yep. It's canon now. They are now
David's
pisticles.
Freudian slips are the best part of this game by a long shot.
They are now
Oh, God.
pisticles. I am firing pisticles.
Because it was supposed to be limb ripper, which totally makes sense. But rim lipper is fantastic. And now pisticles. I'm going to write
Oh, yeah.
It's just going to be words David said.
Yeah. They're done in a craftsmanship that I'm not sure you would recognize, but they're
From
definitely
Pisticle Pete.
they're definitely not from Ravenloft,
All right.
and they're definitely not from your homeland.
All right. So they're not from Orth. Nowhere in the Flanass. All right. Would they be considered masterwork?
Easily.
All right.
There is a slight arcanist to each of them.
Okay, and there's magic too. All right. Let's go with the musket as well.
Yes. The
All right.
musket's easier to see the craftsmanship in because it's larger. There's more metal to put a design in.
Okay.
Out of game, what does Chinakote know about dwarves?
He's met them. He hasn't traveled with them.
Okay.
He would not have he doesn't have an extensive knowledge of dwarves. He would know that they exist. He would have some generalizations about them: short, stocky, hairy, live underground, good at making metal stuff.
All right.
I know dwarves.
Kavir might recognize then the craftsmanship of the metal being of dwarven.
Right.
But dwarvens normally don't make things like this lighter finesse. He most likely this guy had these custom made by dwarves for him. He took a dwarven weapon and made them smaller, more finesse, easier to travel with, easier to hunt with.
All right, so these pistols are finesse weapons?
Well, they're all dex space. I mean, pistols are all guns are all
ranged.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a dwarf, you would get a more of a giant elephant style weapon and more of a
blunderbuss.
Yeah. These have been fined down to a more of a a slick look.
Yeah.
Think
of it like a gunfighter's weapon. Like a pistol.
I got you. So what kind of what's the loading time and whatnot? What kind of ammunition am I finding for them?
They're normal. I mean, black powder, patch, bullet, flintlock.
Yeah.
You find the flintlocks, the percussion caps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I know a little bit about these weapons from doing the research on the last ones we found.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you find the powder horn, the patches, the oil patches, the balls.
All right.
You find the percussion
So
caps. You slip over the nipple, pull the hammer back.
All right. Musket and pistols, interchangeable ammunition?
No, the pistols are a smaller ball. The muskets are larger.
Okay. That's I kind of figured.
You'd have to study him to check the powder loads to understand what powder load he was using between the two different guns. You put a musket run in the pistol, you'll probably blow the pistol.
I have a bunch of tools down in the lab that we can go over these with if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that would be great because I'm really digging on this stuff. Did he have anything else besides the journal?
He had a bag full of holy symbols. Some of the holy symbols you don't recognize. They're symbols with a flame colored silver, and there's about a number of different of those in the bag. Most of them are bloodstained, and then 3 of them were the symbols of the Morning Lord from this land.
All right. I'm thinking those are trophies from kills.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up.
Memory check.
How dare he?
What about the
Not really. I'm glad we killed this old bitch.
The other clerics from the Mirrorverse that we found? Do the symbols seem like theirs?
No, these seem different. Actually, no. There was one that they closely recognized. It was.
Can I take a religion roll on this?
They're from a different realm, right?
Yeah, they're from a different realm.
Yeah, so we wouldn't know them by knowledge of it.
No.
We would only know them by references.
There's none that I would recognize.
Just the Morning Lord that we know from
Just the Morning Lord for sure.
Okay.
Like
that's fine.
Other people were brought here through the mist.
Yeah.
Or possibly he hunted them from his homeland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's something to talk to Father Lucian about too. I'm going to see if I can't make it a little side quest to return these to their proper temples and whatnot.
They might not have a temple here, but maybe when we're done.
Well,
yeah.
But hey, I need something to do after we kill this stupid bloodsucker. I'm gonna go look through his journal. You want to see what everyone else go over what they got.
As you go through the journal, it speaks of a land with 2 moons of him hunting down a holy order.
Is there a name of the order?
The Silver Flame.
Makes sense.
Number of it had his contracts too. What he would call shifters would pay him to hunt down the paladins responsible for the death of the lycanthropes.
Brad, he's a counter hunter.
Huh.
You don't normally hear about it.
Now I'm thinking he might not have been that bad.
What?
See, I'm more into the redemption of the lycanthrope here.
Well, if they're paying this guy to kill clerics, they're not nice or redemptive.
Right.
Well, probably not. But if you're
No,
getting hunted down,
not
just
probably.
because of
They're
what
not
you are.
nice or redemptive. There's no probably in
All
it.
right, well, if we're gonna hunt you just because you're an elf and you're gonna try and defend yourself, does that make you evil?
No, but
What?
if that elf in particular was like going into towns and killing people,
Yeah.
probably.
I'll concede that point. Yes.
Yeah. Something
Anyway.
tells me he didn't sit down and like have a.
Oh yeah, he was not a nice person.
Right.
But I'm not too sure about this Order of the Silver Flame either. So.
Well, yeah. At the same time, though, I mean, it's an abomination has totally gone in the wrong direction at this point. Like, it's an abomination. Let's be friends with it. Like, wait a minute.
Out of game as players to give you guys a broader range. Have any of you guys ever played deeper into Eberron? In Eberron, the main holy faction or the main good faction is called the Church of the Silver Flame. And the Church of the Silver Flame, they deal with threats of evil. They don't deal with purse snatchers or like robbers, or they go after demons. They go after vampires. They hunted the lycanthropes to extinction.
Fuck yeah.
There's almost zero lycanthropes. They're a lot more rare in Eberron than they are in the other realms because the Silver Flame hunted them down. Because of this, their descendants, the Shifters, are an actual base race in Eberron, where you can shift and your skin gets thicker. You grow nails. It's not a full hybrid. It's just you grow longer hair. You can grow fangs, depending on what bloodline you came from. And so they're not hunted like the lycanthropes were, because the problem was there was no way for them. They didn't care long enough to check if they were natural born or inflicted or cursed or what kind of lycanthrope they were hunting. They just hunted it. The more common ones that still survive are like weresharks, and the ones that are in the pirate waters of the Lazar principalities and stuff like that in Eberron.
Okay.
But,
I love weresharks. It's always been a thing.
Now, I had some players one time pull a really dick move and use the royal festival to literally inflict the curse of lycanthropy into a whole kingdom, and through the food supplies and stuff, and literally recreated a holy war in Eberron.
Man, I remember early 1D4 rounds comics.
Yeah.
I had Stan Kirk, the wereshark paladin.
Oh yeah.
He can only smite creatures that are land based. I loved him.
All right. So that gives you guys a little history on the Silver Flame and what was going on with this character.
All right.
But okay, back to game. So he's going through the journal. He's reading up on that, and from what the journal says, you can guess he has different kind of bullets in his bag: silver, lead, different ones for whatever he was hunting at the time.
Cool.
What are the rest of you guys doing as he's going over the hunter?
I want to go find Ludo's house.
All right.
I'm gonna go find Esmeralda. Yeah. She's holding.
Go for it.
Well, I don't know. Like, do we know about that?
We know that probably Jake would say something at some point. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like he would say something. He wouldn't just.
So yeah, definitely. I'd let you guys know. I'll definitely communicate that to y'all.
So he communicates to you guys that Esmeralda is holding Ludo with a evil eye curse to keep him held for the moment.
Right.
At the bottom of the village, south side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to go over there.
As you arrive on scene, you find Esmeralda tied up on the ground and her prosthetic leg 4 feet off of her.
She had a prosthetic leg?
Yeah.
She hides it well.
She was extremely well at hiding it. She has this pissed off look on her face.
Hey, Drew, I really hate your dad.
Why? Because he's awesome?
Man, I hope people talk about me when I'm not around. Just like that. I hate that professional. Why? Because he's awesome. You hear it from behind one of the walls. Yeah, because I'm awesome.
Oh my god.
She looks up at Kavir. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Probably the second best spy in the whole region.
He said he didn't have orders to kill me, which is why I was still alive.
Yeah, it sounds like him.
It's almost like they didn't know I was in the fight.
Well, in all fairness, look at yourself. You weren't exactly in a fight.
Ha ha, untie me.
Mm-hmm.
And bring me my leg.
All right. I'm gonna reach over, and I'm gonna really good with knots and things like that. I'm gonna just pull one little piece of thing and it all comes apart.
She gets her leg reattached and pants fixed and gets her leg and stands up. It's not use tracking him, is there?
Not for you, probably, but for a professional. Yeah, but I don't want to find him, really. So the idea was we wanted to kill all these other guys, but she has a problem with us killing him, even though technically he wouldn't die.
So he is a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
That makes more sense now. Thought he was.
That was an astute observation, he said as he lit his pipe.
So you guys were able to handle the Black Rider?
Oh, yeah. Took care of him.
The others did too?
Yep. I took care of them in my bunny form.
Bunny form?
Oh, you didn't know?
I was tied up.
I'm a were-rabbit.
You know, there's things I can do with were-rabbit.
Yeah. It's easy to get into places.
She walks over, picks up your hat, puts it on her head, and walks past you.
Whose hat?
Yours.
I don't have a hat.
Oh, that's right. You don't wear the hat anymore.
Nope. What's his name's got it?
So,
Old kidnapped kid number one.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna go check Ludo's house. I'm glad that Esmeralda's okay.
She said as she clearly forgot about Victor.
Victor's in
Yeah.
the
Victor's in the
castle.
town somewhere. Well, Strahd's
Is he actually in the town, or was Strahd saying that to upset
I
me?
don't know. You don't know the truth.
I'm gonna go check Ludo's house.
He's dead forever.
He's not dead forever.
He's buried in a grave.
No, he's not.
And on his last words were, "Oh my God, AG, why did you?" And then no more words. He didn't even get to finish.
You find Ludo's house. You find song papers in it. You find a set of panpipes, a fiddle, harmonica. You find the elven clothes he was wearing earlier, the old ones that
Violin.
pretty much match or close to your mother's armor.
Okay.
The ones that carry the same design of the elven army. You find them deep buried in a pack.
Okay.
You find a silver sword wrapped up
Okay.
with them.
Take that. Basically, gonna take
Everything I know.
just about everything. Yeah.
David, I want to play the violin.
All
I want
right.
to play the violin.
As you play the fiddle, you hear
Violin. God
sorry.
damn it with this rednecky shit. I have to hear that here in Georgia. Don't do it from California. God.
As you begin to play, you hear something shift in a room in the other part of the house.
Fantastic. I'm going to go look for it.
You find Victor in a catatonic state writing in a journal.
What?
He's in a catatonic state writing in a journal?
Mm-hmm.
What's he writing? 3,
and I
2,
quote, I
1.
will never disrespect the Dark Lord again.
I'm like, that's not my name. I'm going to take the book.
He just continues to just write on the floor.
I'm going to take the quill.
He
He
stops.
starts hand gesturing.
He kind of just stops and looks at the floor.
I'm going to smack him in the face. Like, hey, snap out of it.
Doesn't wake him up from this.
It's always something with this kid. Does he still have the hat?
Yes.
I'm going to take the hat. Let me do a check. Let me investigate. Oh, well, I guess, is it investigate maybe? I'm like, Ducky,
Yeah.
come here.
Okay.
Like,
I'll go
insight
over.
him.
Oh my God, Victor! I'm gonna hug Victor first.
And no response from the kid.
Okay.
He's
I
catatonic.
will insight Victor.
To see if he's mentally deranged or if it's like a spell effect.
Okay. 20.
The lights are on. He's warm to the touch. He's healthy. It's just like there's a disconnect between.
Can I do a medicine check? Will that grant me any more information?
Not really. This
Okay.
be safer with an arcana.
He might have been glamored or controlled, like dominated mind or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is he showing off the same symptoms as somebody who would say been dominated or charmed.
On a deep level.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go get the ropes that were used to tie up Esmeralda. I'm gonna tie him up.
You guys do realize undead are my favorite enemy, and I get like advantage on knowledge checks about that. So if this is like undead inflicted, I'd probably figure it out.
Well, I mean, we know he's charmed or dominated or something like that, but it's probably just gonna take time. But we don't know what his issued commands were. Like if someone geased him, like we don't know.
Would I have a chance of getting any more information by checking?
You could, but there's nothing. It's not an undead skill that did this, or an undead.
It's a
It's not
spell.
it's not like a mummy rod or something, or like a curse of a ghoul or anything like that.
All right, so it wouldn't be like a vampire's dominance power.
No, this goes deeper into Ravenloft.
Okay, that's fine.
Even
okay,
then,
cool.
It could be any type of spell effect that dominate, charm, but on the off chance that it's something more powerful, like a geese or a greater geese or something like that, something that he'd be able to fulfill a command when particular set of circumstances are reached, like while we're sleeping, he stabs all of us. Like, so to
that
prevent,
Rachel looks up for.
Yeah, to prevent that kind of thing, because we've seen it before.
I don't play the same trick twice.
No, not you. I'm talking about the professionals know this gimmick in particular. So he gets tied up until we can be certain that his brain is lucid.
Would maybe like a dispel magic do anything?
You could try.
Okay.
If it's a geese, a dispel would work, right?
I can do that too if you need.
I think a geese is it's a geese, but I think that's broken by dispel magic. But I'm not certain.
Okay. I will try it. This is one of the last spells I can cast because I used a lot of spells in combat. So I'll cast Dispel Magic at...
Hold up. I would know this. In character, I would know this.
Okay.
Remove curse, greater restoration, or a wish spell. The problem with geeses, though, is that they last an exceptionally long time. They can last up to like a year.
I don't have remove curse ready right now.
So then he remains tied up.
Okay. I can do it tomorrow or after a rest.
You can't do it as like a ritual?
I don't have it prepared.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we'll have to rest, but someone's going to have to stay up with him.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't need to rest as much as you guys.
Ha! Well, then again, you don't think nearly as hard as the rest of us. Ha!
Are you hurting, by the way? Do you need more healing?
I always need more healing. You know that.
Just been through that.
So I'd say we're resting here in town.
Why not?
Are we?
Well, can we secure this house?
We could. Yeah, I mean, I can take a look around and see if we can do some fortifications. I'll set some traps and whatnot.
All right.
I'll get Esmeralda to help. We'll go set up some traps that would alarm us, but not the person who sprung the trap.
All right.
You take 16 more healing, Kavir.
Okie doke.
Esmeralda starts grabbing string and different bells.
No, rookie. Bells let them know that we know.
Or we can just like set explosive runes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. That lets them know for sure that we know.
She just gives you this.
I like that idea. Things go boom.
I guess it doesn't matter at this point. I don't see tactically us being attacked in the same location.
She shakes her head. Strahd, if he was going to hit us, he probably would have hit us already again.
Well, he did, but that's my thing. If
what
he
do you
was
mean
going,
hit you guys?
we just
he
fought him.
He was the Black Rider guy.
She looked, and you said you defeated the Black Rider.
No,
Not exactly.
He left.
She looked at Kavir. Stories.
Well, yeah.
No bunny playtime for you. She flicks your nose.
So what?
Weird.
I had to turn bunny form to get at him.
I'm gonna go look through my dad's stuff some more. This is
I didn't hear what she said. I want to remark wittily at it, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, she says no playtime bunny for you and flicks your nose.
Oh, okay. Look, I mean, we had to kill a bunch of other people first. So, we're getting to him. This is not the first time we've dealt damage to him.
She gives you a side look. What was the time before?
I'm going to point at Junico to him like, he shot a magic missile at him. Right in the chest.
And he's still alive.
Well, yeah, it was a magic missile. It wasn't a fucking bomb. It wasn't a garlic grenade. It was a little tiny of smoke on his chest. And that was like the start of this whole thing. And since then, we've gone on carriage rides together. We had an argument and made fun of his girlfriend. Bunch of stuff.
She laughs.
We're not really worried about Strud. He's kind of a punk. Plus, and I'm gonna take out the light sword and light it up real bright. I'm like, this is brother. I know that sounds weird, right?
She looks odd. So you're him then?
Who?
You're the one he's picked.
What, the brother?
No, you to replace him.
Oh, Strahd? I'm not gonna replace Strahd. This place isn't my speed.
That's what Rictavos used to say. He would adventures would come. He'd try to find one to replace him because he'd be tired of the curse. Because after the years, and then he'd get bored of them and he'd kill them and slaughter them, and then breaks the backs of everyone that ever helped them.
Oh, that's rough.
She looked around the town. As you can see, he takes out towns.
Yeah, he tried to take out the town that we've been at a couple of times now.
Mhm.
Vallaki, right?
That's the one.
Yeah, Rictavos said there was something there keeping him out.
Yeah.
Something holy. Rictavos never could find out what it was.
Oh, you mean the bones?
Shikyad? Which bones?
Ducky, insight.
sure from like across the room because like whenever
My insight check's not as good as hers.
well
And I noticed that about our
It-
group.
It's like his magical cleric Pokemon. Ducky, insight.
KJ like looks up from her dad's stuff.
Ducky tail wag.
23.
She says genuinely curious about them. Not in a malicious way.
Mhm.
More in she's a hunter who wants to kill Straw but also wants to protect herself. I mean, it's
Rachel, do you have whisper or message? Sorry.
Should
It's a cantrip.
I don't know if I can cast it right now.
It's a cantrip.
No.
Well, you can talk back when I talk to you. And
I
whisper.
can thieves can't. I can
Oh, she could probably
speak
thieves can't too.
Elvish. Yeah, that's true. Does she know Elvish? Probably.
I don't know. What languages do you speak, Ducky?
Common, Elvish, Celestial, thieves can't.
Celestial. Hey. Celestial.
Okay.
Let's use thieves can't in Celestial. Yeah?
Okay. All right. Then in Celestial Thieves Can't.
Which is the best hybrid. Nobody speaks Celestial Thieves can't. Come on.
good God.
I will convey that information to Kavir. But from across the room, because anytime that Esmeralda and Kavir get like vaguely flirty, she just like starts to leave the room because she gets uncomfortable.
I haven't flirted with her once.
But she's flirted with you, and it makes Adri uncomfortable.
All women flirt with me. I'm going to say that in Thieves Can't and Celestial.
I don't.
Yeah, you do. You just don't recognize it.
No.
Everyone does. It's totally normal.
It's not. No.
I almost got sexually assaulted in that farming village.
What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that woman who wanted to take me upstairs?
I don't
It was crazy.
want this conversation.
All the shit that gets said with fingers.
So are you
No, we're using language.
Okay.
So I will convey that information to Kavir and then be like, I'm gonna go look through my dad's stuff some more.
You find your dad's instrument sex toys. This is called a booty flute.
And this one time at band camp,
This one time at Bard Camp. That's funny.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we've got a psycho kid who may or may not snap out of this until at least tomorrow. So we got to keep an eye on him. What time of the day is it, David?
What time did you guys approach the village?
I don't know. That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, and I don't want to. We'll say it's evening.
Okay. That's a good answer. Because it's evening means we could have spent a lot longer in the cabin. It doesn't matter. It fits the bill. It fits the story. Sorry to say Bill, Ducky. I didn't mean to make fun.
That's okay. Water just slides off her back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go around and I'm going to set some, what are they called? Like trip traps? Traps that would make a noise that to the person who set the trap would seem like they stumbled, but to us would be obvious that someone was traveling in that direction.
All right.
I'm also going to give us a roof rope. How tall is this building? Is it a 2-story building?
No, a little over 1 story. It's about 12 feet, 15 feet.
Okay. And then is there any entrance from the roof? Because what's his name was up there, but I don't know if he just climbed.
You do find an access
Okay.
to the roof.
Cool. And there is a ladder or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I'm going to go up there and make sure that it's latched but easy on our side to pop open. I'm going to black out the windows using charcoal.
All right.
Except for I'm going to put like a little kind of like thumb mark underneath the bar of the window, like where the cross of the panes of glass would be. So from a distance, you wouldn't be able to tell that anyone was inside, but for anyone inside that was looking out could look in through that hole.
All right.
What other preparations? I've already gone preparations A through G. Now it's time for preparation H. I'm going to trap our buttholes. Just in case.
Safest bet and then Ravenloft.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. Just sneak up behind you. Okay. Well, then once all that stuff's done, I'm gonna do a pick wedge underneath the door. That way, if anyone kicks the door in, it'll fall forward as opposed to sideways off the hinges. So it'll like fall down forward. That means that they'll have to climb over the door in order to get in to the room. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Think like a triangle shape of wood, like a wedge, like a bike ramp, right? Turn it so that the low point is towards the door and then wedge it up against the door. So if anyone kicks the door in, the door will lay flat across the wedge and they'll have to struggle to get in. That'll buy us a turn so we don't get snuck on by someone charging in.
Yeah, I got a scroll of Private Sanctum I could have cast too.
Private Sanctum, what does that do?
Like, completely hides us. Like, no one can hear anything we do or see anything we do inside the ward area.
Rad, really? Would they be able to read the magic?
They can probably detect magic, possibly, but I don't think I don't know. I have to double check on that. Let me see.
Well, in the
It's
worst case scenario, we already got everything trapped and set up, so we should be all right. But whoever's taking guard duty should probably like maybe, God damn it, that little kid's gonna be a problem. He's throwing a wrinkle. Okay, well, Ducky's going to be up anyway, right? So then one of us needs to take a shift. Me and you, because I don't trust Esmeralda. Between us, I don't trust Esmeralda because I've only known her for, 4 days? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she seems on the up and up, but I don't trust her. I won't trust her for another 6-7 weeks. So.
No, I can definitely understand that. Sure.
Right.
But yeah, we could split the other. We could split the other shift even.
Right. Yeah. And whatever happens, whichever one of us is awake needs to be up on the roof, laid flat. You can rest, but just don't sleep. That way, we can keep an eye out on aerial attacks because it doesn't seem like they would set the ground traps. But then the other person in the inside of the building can sleep, and Ducky can stay with Psycho Kid.
All right. Okay. You want me to take first shift?
Sure.
All right. Go up on the roof. I am not wearing the leather coat, and I am going to make sure that I am in hybrid form for heightened senses. Like that whole scent thing.
Sounds
And
good, sounds good.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play the violin without the bow. I'm gonna play it not so it doesn't make noise at all. I'm just gonna practice my
Pizzicato?
No. I'm not actually making noise with it. I'm just practicing my finger placement like I would be playing. In my head, I know the noises it should make.
Okay, I thought you were actually plucking the strings. That's what.
Oh no, it's like when me and Ludo played chess without a chessboard.
Okay, I got you.
Mentally
Gotcha.
playing it.
Gotcha.
Right. And then after a while, I'll lay down and go to sleep.
All right. So Adri's up on the roof first, right?
No, I think Chunikote said he was taking first watch.
Okay. Chunikote has first watch. The town's quiet. Oddly quiet, always is. The way the town, now that the town's quieted down, the battle's over, you get a sense of the death that was here than just the stain it left in nature itself around the town. That nature doesn't even like coming into the town. The animals don't like coming in. It reeks just of death. And so
this whole town's an abomination.
Well, the brutality that went down scarred it so bad that the nature, the animals that are left around, you'll see a few scavengers come in, like a lone wolf every now and then may walk through, but quickly skirts out.
So it's basically like a psychic residue.
In a sense.
Okay.
I mean, it just a real quiet, cold night passes quietly. Nothing really goes down on your shift. Eventually, Victor in his catatonic state downstairs kind of just falls to the side and passes out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get. I'll get Kavir whenever it's his turn.
All right. Same thing with Kavir on his shift from the roof. Cold, foggy, and just real quiet, really eerie. But nothing past that. No sounds of animals. No sounds of chirping or, not chirping of birds. No, you don't even hear bats or anything flying. No, none of the awkward. Just straight, just quiet night.
Is it like this area had been blighted? How's the plant life look?
The plant life's okay. The moisture of the fog keeps it. The moisture of the fog keeps it there. The water from underneath the lake, keeps moisture in the area. There's things dead from the lack of sun, but the forests are still thick, as the rest of Ravenloft is, that are around the village. It's just
so it's just a grim perception. It's like our perception of it's grim because of the shittiness of it, not necessarily that there's any actual tangible effect.
Yeah, there's no actual tangible or anything. It's just the animals. Steered away.
Yeah, the mood's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Well, then while I'm up there, I'm gonna go ahead and tally up my professional points for everybody. For the last couple of days. I'm also going to do some research. I'm going to read that journal front to back.
Which one?
The one that we found on the Hunter.
All right. He speaks of jobs he took, hits he made. He speaks of a time in Dreadhold prison, in between jobs when the Silver Flame caught him. They took him barely alive, and they locked him up in Dreadhold. He spent 5 years in there behind prison until his sentence was served and he was released.
It's a long-term prison.
Yeah, almost inescapable. It's an island prison. He speaks of the hell there, crazy, cellmates, abusive ward and abusive guards, just like most other prisons. But
I'm gonna
it had a inside had a lack of hope until someone paid to get him out.
okay. I'm gonna reread that section a bunch of times. I'm gonna use my like I do for listening to a person talk,
Mm-hmm.
so I can pick up their mannerisms and gestures and stuff like that. I'm gonna reread that
Okay.
the passages about that. I'm gonna reread them over and over again until I get
Eventually, it does click who paid his release.
Okay.
It was Strahd.
Okay.
Strahd found him in the prison there and brought him out.
Okay.
He had a knack for hunting clerics. He had a knack for getting them past their healing abilities, a knack for just understanding, without being divine, but understanding how the divine powers worked.
And Dreadhold prison is located. Does he describe?
It's in the Lazar Principalities in the northern east of Kovar of the land of Eberron.
Pretty well known prison from his.
Yes, it is
description,
extremely well known in there's it's pretty much as maximum. It's the maximum security. Nobody gets out of Dreadhold without a coffin.
Fantastic. Yeah, who run? I'm only asking if the clues are in there. If they're not in there, tell me they're not in there. But
No. He doesn't give the warden's name. He has the nickname for the warden. He calls him the Reaper.
Okay.
You can tell from his writing that he lost hope. He in the beginning when he went in, he had his toughness, he had his guile, but eventually he did break like most everybody else in Dreadhold.
Okay.
So
that's good to know. I have an affinity for maximum security prisons. I really like them.
He described how they took care of the mages inside as well. They had an artificer on site that would uniquely set the mage cells, so where the mages were depowered and couldn't use magic to get out.
Fantastic.
He didn't know how the artificer did it, but he knew the artificer was extremely crafted or extremely skilled.
Okay.
That's also where his guns were, because he killed the artificer on the way out to get his guns back, because the artificer wasn't destroying his guns.
Okay.
Artificer liked him too much.
The people who run it are good people.
Lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral. Okay. Well,
they take prisoners from all over. It's not like they serve. They don't. Not like they serve one nation. They pretty much take prisoners from all over.
Lawful neutral is the best alignment. That's fantastic. That's good news. Okay. Well, I'm going to make a bunch of notes about that in my. I'm just going to transcribe exactly what he wrote about the prison in my notes.
All right.
Fantastic.
He also wrote that there was a slight kindering in the way he hunted clerics versus the Storm Mage Malice. Except where he hunted as a profession.
Right.
She hunted as almost a joy, like it was ordered.
Like it was her hobby.
Yeah. Almost like a religion in a sense, even though she was a Storm Mage.
Okay. I'm really into this prison. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good, dude.
Little backstory.
Yeah, with Kavir's backstory. Yeah.
Well, Kavir hates being a prisoner, but after his first stint, he started doing this thing where he'd go to create havoc for the other professionals, like cause trouble, and then in order to protect himself, would be arrested and put into maximum security prisons. So it'd be like a base of operations. He couldn't get got from inside the prison. So it's like a fortress made just for people, But a maximum security prison is even better. It's got a big moat You said a
This-
moat.
This one was on an island.
That's better than a moat.
Yeah,
That's a moat fit for a boat.
Yeah, you can't approach it or get away from it without being.
Fuck yeah. Professional Alcatraz. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with my time.
All
Is
right,
just research that prison.
sounds good. What is Adri doing for the night?
Well, I just need 4 hours to rest, and then I can take my turn on watch. But if I have any downtime, then I will look at the.
Oh, the watch was just going to be me and Jake, so that someone could always keep an eye on the kid if he starts casting, because he might have a
Okay.
spell that wouldn't require his hands.
Okay. Well, then after I rest and I'm just sitting with Victor, I will first look through Ludo's notes.
Most of them. There's two styles of writing in his notes, as you've seen in his songs.
Mhm.
One of it, a happier, more. How do I put this? Before his imprisonment with Strahd, and one after.
Mhm.
You can definitely see he's fighting the domination that Strahd's forced upon him,
Mhm.
but he can't break his orders.
Right. I also want to look at that sword. There's a silver sword.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sword is it?
It's a longsword. It was a human ranger's. It definitely doesn't look like any elven blade you've seen.
Okay.
But you also noticed that Mirkavir had the exact matching one. If you were to go back to the Amber Temple, you remember the Ludos in the fight. One of them took both swords in the dual style combat that they trained in.
Mhm.
So whatever the sword is, it came with Ludo from wherever he came from.
Okay.
Which would most likely be why Strahd forced him to leave it behind and take up the two katanas.
Okay.
Which allowed him to continue his two-sword style without the attachment to the history. Strahd's trying to strip him of anything that keeps him grounded while
Mhm.
also not losing his talents.
Okay. Let me see. With the. Oh, I also wanted to look at the horse figurine and the helmet.
All right. The horse figurine, as it's in your hand, it almost kind of has like a shadowy look to it in your hand. The way you hold it, the ebony horse. The fact that you're not able to get it out or have it, I don't know if you're trying to actually activate it or not in the house.
No, I don't want to try to activate it. I just want to try to learn about it.
It's definitely magical, and there's definitely something in it.
Okay.
The helmet's different though. The armor, a definitely older craft if you look at the style of it. And you spend enough time studying the helmet, it reminds you of the stone statues of the armored figures when you guys first came into Ravenloft that were on either side of the gates.
Okay.
If you guys remember the stones and you saw the older armor, this possibly could actually go back to the old stories of Strahd's old armor in the old days, back when he led an army and he walked across, Barovia with an army, and he was actually the Prince Strahd at the time, serving his father's kingdom.
Okay.
But the ruby lenses in the helmet are definitely magical.
Is there anything I can roll to figure out what they do?
You can roll Arcana on it. You could ask the voice in the back of your head about it.
I got a 14.
Yeah, how did she bite
Well
on it?
played.
How did
Well
she bite on
played.
that?
You want to know why David didn't give the voice in the back of my head? Because I would be communicating with Strahd nonstop. I can't believe you don't talk to that guy.
Does a 14 tell me anything?
It has an ability to block sunlight, or the properties of it.
Okay. All right. Next.
What does Adrian know about Drow?
She has a
There-
cousin.
No, she doesn't.
Let's
They're
go buy some land.
He does.
they're kind of elf that lives under the ground. Her mom said that they typically don't show up in the sunshine, and they're mean.
They're perfect for friendship.
I don't know what Cousin Adrian keeps denying our relationship.
I don't think her mom would tell her a lot about Drow.
What about her cousins? Did her mom tell her
She
about her
does not.
cousins?
She does not have any cousins.
Adrian, yes,
No.
you do.
That is cold.
As the aim of this game, I guarantee she has cousins.
Why are you denying our relationship? Why are you denying familial love?
All right.
It's metal.
Some cold shit,
For
Adrian.
more information on Adrian's cousins, please follow Barty Company on Freelance
Oh
Heroism.
my god,
Her real life cousins.
they're not. Is this like a
It's really brutal.
Is this like a Drow made thing? Helmet?
It's Drow designed.
Drow designed. Okay.
Strahd has interacted with different lands at different times, and he's pulled different things from different realms.
Mhm.
This is something he picked up from them, as the Drow would figure out how to operate in sunlight without penalties.
Okay. This is a weird question. Looking inside the helm, is there like a piece of Strahd's hair that maybe got like caught inside of it?
No,
No? Okay.
He
I would
has
like
long, beautiful, lustrous hair.
do you want to put it
It
on?
doesn't break.
No, I probably shouldn't. Even though now I want to. Does it feel evil?
Not at all.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Wow.
Victor felt evil?
Do you want to open
It
yourself
feels
to it and
icky.
expose yourself to it?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I would like to
Oh, boy.
cast scrying on Strahd. I have a possession of his, so he gets a -4 to his wisdom save.
Someone
Alright.
learned nothing from Lord of the Rings and the Palantir.
I know.
Yeah.
Stare
This
into
is
the
awesome.
dark. The
This is
dark
gonna be
stares
awesome.
back.
This is going to be awesome.
Adri's mom didn't let her watch movies.
Yeah, also those don't
Or
exist.
read books, or talk to bards. Oh, God.
So
Yeah, she does all the things that she's not supposed to do. Every single one of them.
Pretty much.
he makes a wisdom saving throw with a -4.
All right.
It's a DC 17.
All right. As you cast scrying, you enter your mind and you walk into a gray plane, and Strahd is standing in front of you.
This is not how it worked last time.
Child, why do you scry me when you know I'm in your mind?
In my defense, I didn't think you would know that I was doing this.
The mists of
Fucking-
Ravenloft protect me.
Pippin, yo.
I am undetectable in my own land.
Well, I'm
Wow.
not trying to detect. I just want to see what you're doing.
Watching you.
That's weird.
Actually, I'm not really watching you. I'm just kind of there and
Stalker much?
yes, very.
Well, yeah, that's sort of his MO.
Yeah, that's like his thing.
Yeah,
Is like
kinda.
he's a stalker.
Yeah,
In all fairness, this guy's just in the wrong time period. If he existed in 2004, he would be a total dreamboat.
Yeah.
And everyone would want to be in his movie.
Right?
yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
50 Shades of Strahd. Why not?
dog, man, we could have Team Strahd and Team Chakotay, man. Completely fucking solid.
Oh, that's so funny. It's funny because you're the weirdo. Out of the two weirdos, that guy's the weirder of them. Isn't that weird?
Well, I'm kind of used to that.
So Strahd, he's like, I really liked my hunters.
Well, I didn't.
I'll have to find more. Oh well.
Well, we'll just kill them. So
I have infinite realms to pull from. Unlike you guys who are trapped here, I'm not.
Well, we've been doing really well since we got here.
God, your
'Cause
shit
I've let
talk
you.
weak.
Because I've let you.
Can she roll to see if any of my shit talk has like rubbed off on her over the course of our adventuring? It has to have, right?
What would that be?
You would think it would.
Roll a d20. I'm gonna give you a professional roll. DM, you can sit back.
All right, sure.
All right, what's your intelligence?
Come on,
11.
bonus?
dude. That's not fair to ask.
My bonus is a 0.
Okay. Well, it's personality, right? And then familiarity, right? So we're talking about a wisdom and a intelligence check. So roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
Beat. If you get,
Personality's charisma.
well, it doesn't matter if the success of the roll. The first one is the intelligence check, right? To be able to familiarize yourself with the words and phrases and style.
Okay.
Do you get a higher than a 10?
Yes.
Then you've picked up the linguistic tools that you need. Okay, now the wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, charisma. Roll a charisma.
Okay.
And if you beat a 10 on that, then you know how to apply it.
I did.
Dialogue. Okay, well, then you should be a good shit talker, according to
should.
rolls.
You should, but her mother's spur jaw stops her all the time.
My mom said you should be nice to people.
Even the fucking Dark Lord. Does that count?
This wasn't
From the lady
like
who was willing to murder a fucking warlock just for being a warlock.
Okay. Warlocks are evil.
This
Everyone
guy
knows
is.
that.
I promise you, Strahd's evil. His name's on the fucking book. He's evil. I promise you. Like they don't.
I'm not evil. I'm just.
They don't say the curse of Daryl. His name's fucking Strahd. It has noise in it. He's bad.
Mm-hmm. So wherever Kavir is, he just feels like disappointment.
Yeah. I feel a wave of sadness.
So. Oh, enjoy Victor.
What did you do to him?
I shut him up. That kid never stops talking.
See, he rolled over 10 twice as well, but, you know.
Never stop talking. Ludo's quieter than that kid.
Wow. Actually, yeah.
I had to stop Rawhide from taking his head. By the way, thanks for taking Rawhide's head. I had to find another body for his soul.
You found it? Oh my god, I hate that guy so much.
I can't wait till you see him again.
Oh my god.
You won't even know it's him.
he put him on a centaur's body.
By the way, you took my favorite horse.
He's disguised as a bard.
Well, it's my horse now, so.
The horse's name is Shadow Fucks.
Yeah, now it's like a My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Right?
Have you guys seen? I know you're all gonna say no, but have you guys seen the Rainbow Bright movie?
What
Yes.
the fuck? What? Have you
No.
really? David.
Yes, my sister watched it all the time in the 80s,
Okay.
dude.
So Rainbow Bright has a rainbow horse, and there's one scene in the movie where like she's on this planet with these orcs, and one of the orcs captures her horse, and these are like war-hardened, they're like space orcs or something, and the general has captured Rainbow Bright's rainbow horse, and he's in front of all his troops, and he's like, "This is my horse now. His name is Crusader." But it's just,
Does that happen?
yeah, but it's still just like Rainbow Bright's rainbow horse, and he goes in front of his men, and he's like, "This is my horse now."
Oh my god. His name is Crusader.
His name is Crusader.
Victory. Bloodshed.
It's so funny. Yeah, so it's my horse now.
Enjoy it and Victor. Good luck fixing him.
We're gonna fix whatever you did to him.
What if he took his brain out?
He
You know-
took his brain out.
We didn't ever check.
I'm actually angry about one thing about that kid. I didn't get to pull what Kavir did and pluck the 2 hairs from his head and leave them for you.
Oh my god,
That was
I'm
classic.
So mad.
That's pretty slick.
That Kavir.
Well,
That Kavir.
he's not here. either. So.
You're right.
Oh no.
He disappears.
Oh no.
Way to go, Rachel.
I didn't do this.
Thank God we're not here to yell at you for seeing that.
Yeah. It'll
That
be.
Yeah.
He can't
clearly
go in.
that
He
thing
can't.
that
It'll be fine.
you mean to tell me that you don't think that he could get in there if he wanted to? Not like walk in by himself, but he could literally grab someone's wife and say, I'm going to rip their throat out unless you go down there and get something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I didn't tell him. I didn't bring up evil Kavir.
You led him there.
No, I didn't.
You were the only
He
person
was-
talking to him in your brain. It was in your brain and him.
Yep.
That was the only
Adrian
people there.
Adrian thinks of Evil Kavir all the time.
No, she doesn't.
Motherfucker.
Ever since that night at his house.
No,
Oh yeah.
they were in different
Oh,
rooms.
dear Lord.
Oh yeah.
They were in different rooms.
Oh,
She has a bad boy thing for
Oh
evil
my God.
Kavir, huh?
No.
God, just think if he were a bard.
He is. He plays violin. You saw him beat that devil. You saw him beat the devil.
Oh my God.
He's like,
All
don't
right.
you be coming down to Georgia. I'll do it again.
Devil came down to Brovie. He was looking for a deal. Oh wait, we already did that episode.
No one was there.
So we get through the night here without any other incidents.
You guys get through the night perfectly safe.
Yay! Healed, spells back. Yay! So, hey, what's the damage on those firearms, by the way?
Pistols are a D10, muskets a D12.
All right.
You'll be at a disadvantage with them until you train with them for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to go to I'm gonna go back to town. To Vallaki.
All right.
It's up to you guys what you guys want to do, but I think getting there now that we've got Victor back, we've
Yeah.
killed Four Horsemen. We can
Yeah.
have a better plan.
Yeah, we should definitely go home and check on things.
Check on that
Why?
missing body.
Why do we gotta go home and check on
We
things?
should just go home and check. I don't know. We just,
Yeah, that's. I like how you didn't want to admit that you were responsible for this. Like, remember in Ghostbusters when Ray's like, it just popped in there. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
What do you mean it just popped in there?
I couldn't help it. He said, "Think of nothing," but I couldn't help it.
It's like I tried to think of something that could never harm us. What did you do, Ray? It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like
What did you do, Ray?
it's hard to remember the first time you saw that movie, right? Because it's like it's such a long time ago, right? But when I remember very clearly when he goes, I tried to think of something that could never harm us. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, that moment when I was a little kid was like the fucking best shit.
Oh yeah.
He's
That was
big.
great.
He's a sailor. We get this guy laid. We got no problems.
Do we want me to try to remove curse on Victor before we leave?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
I would like to put my hand on Victor's shoulder and cast remove curse.
Alrighty.
He screams and a large spider crawls out of his mouth. I am Valthrock the Destroyer. Bring me flies to satiate my... I'm sorry. I'm going to send you guys a Justin Bieber clip later, and you're going to laugh 1,000... Dude, okay, everyone listening to this episode, when you're done, go on YouTube and look up Red Minus Justin Bieber, and it's probably like a 30-second clip, and it's hysterical. Red Minus, one word, Justin Bieber, and just watch that shit. Oh, is Justin Bieber eats a birthday cake?
Okay.
You see his eyes begin to flash a few times as he opens and closes, and he blinks a few times as he's kind of like trying to focus in and out as your spell goes off.
Hey, Victor.
Looks up. Looks around.
Hey.
Looks at you.
Hi.
It's another trick, isn't it?
No, it's me.
Looks up. You took my hat. Kavir's
Oh.
gonna kill me.
Open your mouth. Nope, no spiders. We're good.
He's like, spider? Why?
Don't worry about it. I'll show you the
Why am
YouTube
I tied
clip
up?
You were acting really weird earlier. How do you feel now?
I'm trying to decide if this is truth or real.
I'm going to
This is-
smack him.
Don't hit him. He's a kid.
I'm
I
trying
was
to.
going to come up and growl at him.
That's the real Chunicote.
Hi, kid.
Oh, wait, he's still unclear if it's me or not. Let me smack him again.
Yeah,
I'm willing to
think
do
so.
this as many times as it takes.
I
I want you
will-
to feel comfortable with the fact that this is me.
Stop.
Okay, that's Kavir.
I'm going to
Damn.
untie Victor.
No! What the fuck is wrong with you?
You sure that's Adrian? She has to smack Kavir for smacking me.
Better.
You don't know he's better. Let him be better and tied up for a little while.
I'm going to insight Victor.
I'm going to help so she can roll twice.
Okay. 26.
You sense it. He's back to his smart-ass little self.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very good.
26 isn't very good.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean,
Okay.
the way he gave you the information is not good.
Okay.
He could be back to his smart-ass little self and still be under a geese. You still act like yourself. I mean, if you remove curse, then the geese would be gone. But I don't know.
Well,
Leave him tied up for a little while. I want to monitor him.
Can I have my hat back? I earned that.
To be determined.
so
You guys have any water?
yeah, I can give him some water.
Quick, drown the spider.
David, just, I don't know if you know, but remove curse. All curses affecting one creature or object end. So if there's like multiple curses, it ends all of them. Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be fun if it only took out one at a time.
I will give Victor some water.
All right. He
You're
drinks
pouring it in his mouth. You're not untying him to let him drink it.
Right.
No Olivia Dunham shit.
No, I'm not untying him.
He whispers, "Trust in me."
Fucking cocksucker.
That's one of my favorites, usually the Banshee covers.
What? The
Absolutely.
Justin...
Trust in Me is absolutely brilliant from Through the Looking Glass on that album. Oh my God. Ugh.
Susie and the
It's
Banshee
chill.
is awesome, but hard to spell.
Well, it can't be.
Is Victor injured? Does he need healing?
No,
Okay.
just looks malnourished.
Oh. I'll give him some trail rations, which are vegetarian.
That you're feeding to him with your hands.
Yeah.
My
clarifying.
God. Do you want me to go forage something that's like actually food?
He shakes his head, yes.
This is actually food.
Says
Oh
you.
yes, it's food for my food. So I'll be right back.
What do you think What do you think vegetarians eat?
Food for my food.
Butternut
You're taking
squash.
food
Because like, if there was any other food, I'd call it what it is. But since it's the only food right here, I'm gonna eat it.
Her lunches are 3 dried raisins and a wedge of cantaloupe. That's why she eats lunch 9 times a day.
Oh, okay.
She's trying
Yeah.
desperately not to die.
He looks, yes. Where's the goat?
We left it at home.
With who?
Irina?
Irina and Serena.
Yeah, that's safe.
Why is
What?
that safe?
Like Irina can protect anything.
Well, she's in the house.
David, goddamn it. Player knowledge. I don't like it when David talks like this. He asks questions that don't make sense for any reason. And he's putting me off.
I think it's brilliant, actually.
Because David, I'm not claiming that you're easy to read or anything, but I'm just claiming that you do things sometimes that make me upset. Like, you try to profile how a person's face changes when they ask a question that's relevant versus not relevant. And sometimes I start to think like, hey man, what the fuck's up with that question? You know?
Well, see, a good dungeon master knows his own calls and uses them against the players.
Oh, you guys should have seen when I messaged Deese last time.
We should please go back to town.
Okay.
I said decent message last time. I like my dog. I like my wolf. I like my goat. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. all the time.
I am so on this trail right now.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you want to see our adventures in comic form, The Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. If you want to support us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our theme music is Investigation by Devil Music, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes me, Deese Cassius as Master Cougar the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Ducky Cleric, Jake Sipple as Chunikote the Lupine Loose Cannon, and last but not least, our DM and Dr. Midnight, David Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail. You
I need
alright?
a dust. Yeah, I need a dust in here, I think. Last couple times I sat down to record,
Mhm.
I'm starting to realize that I don't dust, so that's why there's some dust. Dust is weird. It's the noun and the verb that you use to get rid of it, right?
That's
weird.
true, yeah.
They'd be like, I'm about to watermelon this watermelon. Right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm about to burger this burger.